Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, internet alert, it's Lens, and it's showtime. Hi guys. Back once again. Let's play the computer game. Drops today. If you're watching live, if you're watching on video on demand, what on earth is wrong with you? Why wouldn't you want to watch me live? Probably a lot of things. But if you're watching live, drops. I will show those off in a second. Okay, a few seconds. It takes as long as to get in as it takes to get in. There we are. We'll do a quick check. $8 days of power. We have taxes. No taxes due. Taxes are due in 3 days. No immediate storms a blowing. I'm going to drop up here the pieces that are now available if you hang around for 2 hours. That's the vehicle repair kit, so to speak. We'll try that again. It is over here, I think. Yep, wrong thing. That's the Chome Shelter ramp. Did I pick the right thing? I'm on the wrong thing. That's not the right thing. That's the right thing. This is the window. Not really, it doesn't look much like a window, but it is actually a window, but through the outside of it, rather than the center of it, which is a little strange, granted. The next is that, the passageway. It's an interior passageway, it's not actually like a door. And the last where is it? Observer stairs. So those are the 3 bits that you can get with drops. You get the observer stairs and observer doorway, I suppose it's called, and the observer window to go with observer walls, which you can see here, observer ceiling / floor, which you can see there, the observer foundation, which I can show you outside. That's the observer foundation. Oh, it's water harvesting time. How nice. Always want to start your day off with a little water harvesting if you can. And we can, obviously, because we're gonna. Here for drops you probably won't use. Well, don't say that. You might use them for. How you doing? I would ask what you're playing these days, but I know it is an abomination under the eyes of the Lord. Yeah, and more options, and they're pretty basic options for building. They're not bad looking either. I am approximately 60% proud of you and 60% horrified by it. It's about the usual percentages. And I will say this for the game. I know you've got issues with Funcom. You will like the game. I feel safe in saying that. We'll see how the end game sort of gets finished, so to speak. Whee! As that's the place where most things are changing. You know, apart from them trying to squish bugs and the like. Issues are fairly minor, just distracted with other stuff like learning really simple tools like Blender. Yeah, I hear that one's really simple. I'm lying, by the way. You can tell because my lips are moving. We did make steel and iron. Steel. And iron. There we go. Okay. Don't have enough space for that. Fine. Whatever. Put it in here. You happy now? You happy, you big baby? All right. One thing I know for sure I need, sadly, requires me to go to, it's the wreck or the testing station? I think it's the wreck. Which means I have to spend some cash. I mean, I could drive there, but that gives Shai Halud an opportunity to chew on my buttocks. Oops! We don't want to be carrying all of our cash. We want to be carrying relatively small amounts of our cash. Been learning Blender, Marvelous Designer, Substance Painter, Unreal Engine 4.26 at the same time. So you're going to be making an MMORPG? 3,900. No, 4,600. There is a logic in that number, believe it or not. Probably just more bunny ears. Yeah, that does make sense. If you listened really close, you could hear my soul escaping my body. I mean, I think you'd love this game just for the freaking grappling hook. Would be enough for you to go, okay, I'm sold. It's a very solid implementation. The only quibble I ever have with it is if you're going up at a rock that happens to be tilted out, it can frequently bounce you out away from it. Now, if you're quick, you can grab on, but if you're not quick enough, boink, you have the suspensor belt, so you're not going to take harm, but it does lead to what you saw the other day, where I couldn't get up that one rock for about 15 minutes. First Senate movement mechanism equivalent to, yeah, it's strongly modeled and smartly modeled after a lot of the stuff that they do in Warframe. No reason not to. It's a good, solid foundation.
Can I fly you somewhere today?
I want you to fly me somewhere today.
Ears.
Haga
Basin
Basin,
is a pretty big place.
Griffin's Reach.
Mirror's place? Yeah, I know it. Scavenger.
I'm going to
Stuff
some
is always
low-level
warmed up.
areas because I need some of the low-level components. And I don't feel that my characters has geared up to the point where I'm comfortable in trying out more difficult stuffs. In other words, I'm a great big coward. But if you saw me struggling through Imperial Testing Station number 10 the other day, you would understand why. Somebody's house is suffering from lack of attention. Or possibly they simply abandoned it. There's a mechanic for doing that as well. I am in the starting area now. Your first character has to go through the tutorial. After that, it's optional. But it dumps you into Haga Basin South, where you'll build your first house, but you'll eventually have to abandon it. So in my case, I deconstructed a lot of it and then built a couple of walls, extra walls, and a doorway, left some materials in there, and opened it up to anyone who wanted to help themselves with materials. That's not exactly what I was trying to do, but it is close to what I was trying to do. I can do a barrel roll. That's a neat trick. Alright, the first thing here is Imperial Testing Station number 2, which I think has the stuff that I'm looking for. Microflora fiber? No, actually I think that's in the other one. But anyway, I'm here, so I'm going to grab this because I have to go further past. This is not going to be especially challenging. The last mob is the only one that's difficult, even when you first come here. And that's the first real shielded mob I think you get. And you have to use, you know, actual abilities and stuff. Alright, we've got the band, we can go in. We're putting the band back together, man. Welcome to Desert Botanical Station number blah. 2, I think. Rommel something?
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2. I am the
Greer?
station supervisor, Dr. Rommel Greer.
Rommel Greer.
The ultimate mission of the
Oh,
station
hi. I wasn't shooting at somebody. Thought I was, wasn't. Oh, they're coming? Coming? Oh, they're coming. How nice. Alright. When you shoot, your shields go down. That's true for them too. So for instance, most of the time most of my characters I'm carrying around a sniper rifle because a lot of times you'll run into an area that might have a half a dozen mobs or more. And so you use the sniper rifle to pick off the ones you can and resort to other weaponry. Did I get them all? Did I get all of their juice? No. Oh. There we go. Drink some more water. And, dead? Dead. And dead. They're not using their blood anymore. I'm just recycling. I'm eco-friendly. I'm only taking the things that are of some use to me. Bandages and ammo, for the most part. Oh, and the crafting parts. Those two obviously. Oh, I'm sorry about this. Not really. Two. Pretty sure there's another one in here. But the number of mobs is not always the same in all of these locations. I think I saw somebody moving. Other than me. I did. Anyone else? Anyone else? Pardon me, I just have to take their blood, that's all. It's no big deal. They're cool with it, otherwise they'd complain. Change and a questy item that I don't need because I've already done it. I have filled up my blood sack, so I don't need to vampirically drain any of the other dudes or dudettes around. I've been through this place a lot. Because it's actually a good, relatively fast way of getting the crafting components out of here. The blue ones that are sort of have a blue outline around them. Oh, I think bye. Come on, I know there's one more in here. There they are. Oh! Thought he dodged. Guess not. Grab the stuff down here first. He was a surprise. I probably surprised him too. Go. Extra water into the container. There's an easy to miss door over here. If you're on the quests, you'll want to use the quest trackers up at the top, the little blue tips. What blue tip is only 154? Oh, right, that's the entrance to this place. Never mind. We'll fill up more of our leader John. Just about at the end. Basically sort of a little mini dungeon, an introduction to the Imperial testing stations. The second one, the storyline sent you to, is way, way, way fucking harder. He is shielded. What was that? So if you ever plan on playing or are currently playing, just know that Imperial Testing Station number 10, if you watched me a couple of nights ago, I think it was last night, no, a night or two ago, you would have seen me taking an hour and 10 minutes to get through it, dying, I think, 3 times. Almost dying a bunch more. It's just a huge jump in power and difficulty and time. Not a fan at all. That is the entirety of the first little sort of mini dungeon, the Imperial Testing Stations. If possible, I would recommend 2 for a number of the older ones.
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2.
Thank you, Rommel.
I am the station's supervisor.
Not like the Desert Fox Rommel. R-O-M-I-L. I'm picking up a lot of stuff I'll probably have to end up dropping because I'll run out of space. And the only use they really serve, not just because they're back level, but because they're already used and somewhat damaged, is for salvage. And salvage can be valuable. So. But we have finished out the Imperial Testing Station. Next up will be the wreck of the Alcyon. If you drink, don't fly spaceships. If you fly spaceships, don't drink. I don't know that they were drinking, but I'm pretty sure they were drinking. How much space we got left? 3 or 4? 4. 4 spaces for anything that doesn't stack. And that, you can see in the distance, is the ship. Is that a freaking storm coming in? I haven't gotten any warnings about the storm coming in. Yes, there is a storm coming in. I have to get inside. See if I get there in time. Otherwise, I'll take some damage. Make me unhappy. Ooh, it's coming. It's coming. They can follow me in if they want. I am sheltered right now. I lead a very sheltered existence. My boot to the head didn't hit. Where'd the storm go? Who's there? Just me. Don't worry about it. Don't be afraid. Nothing to concern yourself about. Microflora fibers are the things I need. Oh, look, hi. They're the reason I'm here. Basically, just for that. I've got plenty of the other green outlined pieces. Only one there. That's deeply unsatisfying. Again, that's a quest item. You can pick it up and then throw it away. It doesn't do anything. You can't sell it. I would like if you could sell it for even a small amount, just like 50 Solaris. It's pretty nice. Oh, hi. Oh, there. There. Firing through the screen, they've got the advantage. 3 microflora fibers, good. Need more of those. We got one more box of them. Yeah. You're pissing me off, dude. I don't think there's one more. I think the one sort of caught me by surprise. Oh, I was wrong. How about catch? Ooh, knee to the face. Go ahead and throw a Healy on ourselves just because we can. Three plasteel microflora fibers. Those are the ones we need. Don't know if that's enough for us to actually make anything. Alright, we would like that, and that, and that. Ooh, 7, very nice. And we don't quite have enough for that, so we're going to drop one of the power pack modules, of which we have plenty. And we will take the Karpov 38, because I think that deconstructs into more of the microflora fibers, but I'm not positive. But we have finished what we set out to do. We have run very quickly the first 2 sort of instances that the initial storyline takes you to. This one is the wreck of the Alcyon. We're headed for that light in the distance. And the first one is Imperial Botanical Testing Station #2. Don't worry, just passing through. You missed me. Losers. Losers. Just losers. Oh, more of them. More losers. They're gonna miss me too. Losers. They didn't even get a shot off. That's what kind of losers they are. Significant losers. Real losers. Alright, this is a buggy, and buggies, wrecked buggies when you find them, are a good source for, that's the Garvey markers, are a good source for armor plating. Ornithopters are a good source for Holtzman actuators. That's it. My backpack is full. Oh, what did it pick up? Oh, it picked up the thing I didn't want. Perfect. Thanks, guys. That was awesome. I wanted the armor plating. I don't think I got the armor plating. Shit. All it gave me was the thing I didn't want. Because I had too many things in my bags and I didn't notice. Oh, that was a waste of time. Armor plating, good. Salvage metal, there are plenty of fast ways of getting it. Nobody ever needs that or has to work too hard to get it. Armor plating, a little tougher. Anyway, I thought I heard is one of the Sardaukar ships. At night, the Sardaukar fly ships around. And if they catch you in one of their spotlights, they will throw a stasis sort of beam around you and hold you for 10 or 15 seconds and send down like 4 to 6 mercenaries to murder you. And at least initially, they're quite tough. Oh, if you're in the starting zone or like the early parts of the second area, the major part of Haga Basin, I would run. Bomb. See if we've got enough to make the light armor. At least the new improved dagger. Probably the dagger would be important. Not sure. How about both? How about I actually ended up with enough to make both? That would be nice. Not likely, but we're going to pretend. I'm going to pretend. Now, I could try and drive back to where I came from, but I could get eaten. I'd rather not get eaten. It's a pretty long drive. And you know, Shai Halud is not so shy.
Can I fly you somewhere today?
I would like you to fly me
Music
somewhere
to my
today. How
ears.
about Haga
The
Basin?
basin is a pretty big place. Could you narrow it down a little?
Anvil. I almost went to the wrong
I
one.
never miss the chance.
That would have been
Let's
embarrassing.
move.
I almost did it. I was really close. There are, I think, 4 trade posts. It's the one in the sort of starting area, Haga Basin South, which is Griffin Station. Then there's the Anvil, Pinnacle Station, and Crossroads Station. Outside of that, once you've got an ornithopter, you can fly on your own to Parco Village or Arakeen. Before you get your own, it costs 25 credits. To go to either of those, it costs 700 to go to one of the trade stations. So I just spent 700 twice. Why? Because I could buy these plasteel microfluorofiber for 750 each. So it's cheaper than buying them. And I'm going to kill some people here. I am not aiming well, I'll have you know. Why are you not dead? I do not understand why none of them are dying. Even if they're shielded. Give it a sec to heal up the rest of the way on our little Healy thing. Then we'll use another Healy kit, and then we'll go in with our sword and we'll mutilate them. What the hell? Holy crap, what the hell? These things are... I do not understand their power. It is way out of keeping. What was that shit? Oh my god.
Eyes on hostile.
I do not understand why I'm having so much trouble with these. Jeez, what the shit? It doesn't seem like I'm locking on with my abilities, or I have no idea what the hell is going on all of a sudden. I can't hit. I'm doing no damage. I have seen something like this happen once before. I think it was in the beta. Either the beta, yeah, it had been the beta, where I basically none of my skills actually worked, and I couldn't actually do any damage. and I had to log to fix it. That was not fun. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say not fun for that one. What else do we have? Sure, Emperor's Wings. I didn't mean to pick that up. The rest of these all get deconstructed. They'll get salvaged for parts. Let's go ahead and heal ourselves. We did pick up blood while we were in the instances, but we were not able to do anything with those mobs. Heal up the rest of the way, hopefully. All right. This thing's on the recycler, so let's see. Mala pistol. Not much. 8 of the particle caps and 2 mechanical parts. Okay. Parts are parts. I think they both go in there. They do. Alright, because I'm currently keeping my energy expenditures as low as possible. So that I don't have to log in as often on my 4 active characters that I have across servers. Yeah, we can enable this. This is the weapons fab. So the Artisan Kinjal is going to take 15 of our 20 plasteel microfibers. That is 16.4 per hit compared to 10.9. So better than 50% more damage with stabbies. Other thing we need to look at making is armor. I think Slaver is the next step. 56 on the helm. Yeah, it is. Alright. And for that, we need 7, 15. We don't have enough. 20, 29, 39. A lot. Almost twice what we've got. So we'll make the knife for now. And no, you shouldn't be doing this unless you're getting into a habit of keeping the used power to a reasonable minimum just to cut down on the number of fuel cells you have to burn through. For instance, I currently have 150. I have a third generator. They got me up to 225, allow me to keep everything on, I think. But I'm not using much of it that frequently. Might as well have it turned off, and instead of 8 days saved up power time banked away, I have 12. All right, the Artisan Kinjal. Yeah, painful, but yeah. Actually, pseudo pulse. Pseudo pulse does 21.4. Kinjal 16.4. The pseudo pulse. Takes less, does more damage, has a different combat style, but I'm going to go with the pseudo pulse. It's a slower attack. This is a unique schematic, so I can only use it once. But generally, you would never have to use the unique more than once unless you we're getting, unless it was an end game one and you were using it a lot, because you can repair if you've got a second schematic, I think. All right, we have our new pseudo pulse sword, so we go from 10 damage a whack or 11 damage a whack to 21.4 damage a whack, like 90% damage. Whacks come a little bit slower, but, and as I do with all of my old gear, I hold on to it in case I die. My normal amount of money I keep around is 3,200. And that, of course, is exactly what I just didn't do. Sometimes I wonder about me, you know? Yeah. $3,200 is, if necessary, let's say I die. No. Let's say I need to go to a particular station and then come back home. But I also need to, say, pay my taxes. This gives me $2,500 to go to either of the cities to pay my taxes. Gives me $700 to go to the, then a trip back to any of the trade posts is free. So I go to the other trade post I need to do something at. I do that there. I then have $700 left to come back here. So town, trade post I need to go to, and then home. So how many now am I short? Glad I checked. We'll go ahead and disable this. So how many am I short? We need 7, 15, so we're short 5, 14, 24. We need 24 more plasteel microfluorofibers. Is there anything else we're looking at making immediately? Did we make the Holtzman Shield Mark III? I think we did. We did. We have the Jabal Spit Dart. Sniper rifles are great. That's the next still suit I'm making. We just made a unique. In here, we want to make the cutter ray, but we need one more ray amplifier, and I don't remember where I got the ray amplifier. I made the Power Pack Mark III, I think. We'll double check that in a second. We have the Power Pack Mark III. We do. All right. Next thing we'll be wanting then is that cutter ray, but we need one more of the ray thingies. Technical name. I don't expect you to remember that. It's the ray thingies. Over here we have Kill Karab Gang Leader Drot. Sure, why not? Let's go kill a gang leader scumbag. Got water going, right? Yeah, converting into water. Very nice, very nice. We need more iron. We can make 25 more iron. Let's make that. And 25 more steel. Use up a little bit of that hard-earned water. I cannot. I am clinically, pathologically, and otherwise incapable of not thinking, not earworming myself with the song Born to Be Wild when I get on a trike. I just can't. It's clearly a psychological defect or deficiency. But I just feel the need to head out on the highway. Looking for adventure and whatever comes my way. Thank you, Steppenwolf. No, I'm passing by. I have nodes of iron. I'll need more iron, which I'll convert into steel. Alright, where are we headed? Southwest, I think. Yeah. So all the way down there. Is that what we currently have as our chosen one? No. Is it called like dropping drop? Something like that? Payback, probably. Drop and drop. There we are. That's now our tracked quest. The quest tracking in the game is appallingly bad. Oh, look at me. I'm leaping ahead. An occasional bug. I've seen it maybe a half a dozen times. Now, once I get out of Shai-Haludville, I will hop off and back on, because it is annoying. We'll drink a little water. Lens flavored. Reprocessed sweat, piss, and poop. The Breakfast of Champions? Let's... something up here, another cave, probably with baddies. We'll find out pretty quick whether or not I can actually freaking hurt anything again. Yes, is the answer.
Fire in the hole.
Whoop.
Someone's here.
Yes, someone is here. That's better. Ooh, flower sand. I'm in the sun, but hey, I've got time. Get out of the sun. Let my sunstroke unstroke. So combat's working again. Yay. Looks like he's way over here. I must be blind. I didn't see that thing until I ran into it. Did it pop in? I didn't even notice. Possible it's just too well camouflaged. Alright. Presumably the guy I need is up topside, as this is a player house. Over here. Put our vehicle in our pocket because they fit there. Even a scout ornithopter will fit in your pocket. Player house too. Just set amongst sort of the detritus or detritus of Dune, desert planet. That's two. I think those are actually the gang members, though. Those are just like, yeah, random Kirab. Sorry, guys. My bad. I thought you were somebody else. Come on. Come on, stick him. All right, how about you stick him then? Will you now stick the other one? Yes. All right. We'll get out of the sun. 42 meters away, perhaps. Climbing up to the top would give us an advantageous advantage. You might ask, what the hell else kind of advantage is there? And I would say, yeah, that's the point. Can we get into a place that is both advantageous and shady? Where is he? He's got to be over there, 38 meters away. That was impressive. I missed twice. And now the sun. We still in the sun? We are. God damn it. Ah, wrong button. Right button. Go ahead and consume some more water. As we have a position of advantage, I would be foolish to not use it. And yet, foolishly, I will not use it, seemingly. Oh, that's perfect. Not him. Not him. Probably didn't want to just stand there, dude. Just saying. Well, let's do a little bit of good old-fashioned cheating. There are a lot of dudes in there. Most of the little water symbols are alive because I've killed 4. The rest of them are still alive and kicking. That will be a spam, scam, or fraud call on my landline, so I'm going to mute so you don't have to listen. They hung up. I do not like miniguns. Him. probably the guy who needs to air out. Okay, that was not great. Yeah, that's him. We'll take his precious water, too. People have pointed out the UI there needs to be able to use the scroll wheel. It doesn't. I have pointed out repeatedly how awful the UI design is in this game. It is. One moving over there, I think. I see. Yes, it is. Come on. Pop up your head. Sorry, I didn't want you to think I didn't want your blood. We can suck the blood out of 2 more of them. There's probably intelligence in here somewhere. And I can use all the intelligence I can get. I think everyone who knows me would agree. Our water cistern doesn't have any water in it. Well, what's the point in a cistern with no water? Gotta be additional intel in here somewhere, I think. Oh, a little armor plating. Last one. Yeah, it is. There's the intel. 5? 5 intel points? Why so cheap? With the points, man. That ain't cool. It ain't cool. I killed the guy I got to. I was supposed to. And I got the measly little intel points they had. Jeez, that was cheap. 5 intel points. What the hell? Oh well. You take what you get, and you leave the rest. Contact the issuer. We can do that right now. Journey. Payback. Contact the issuer. You did it! Dropped them like a rabid jackal. With luck, they'll soon be turning on one another. At the very least, the man responsible for the deaths of my friends is dead. That means rest a little. Thanks, friend. Level. Yay! Level 42! 10 more intel points. Good. And I completed a contract because that is a Sardaukar ship. We have outdistanced it. We want to avoid the red patches, as the red patches are bad. They are either quicksand, which is just like in the movies quicksand, except worse. And the other is drum sand, which is like ringing the dinner bell for Shia LaBeouf. He just comes running. I mean, I can't really blame him for that. I am delicious. And nutritious. Part of a good healthy breakfast. It's almost water gathering time. Oh, I didn't realize there was another node right behind it. More iron. I'm also carrying a whole lot of iron in the form of hemoglobin in the blood I took from those people. Eco-friendly. Put that away, put that away. Honey, I'm home. Oh. You brought more iron? Oh, you romantic. What can I say? I am. Did we get every last thing? I picked up iron ore. Oh, I've got iron ore left over. Dope. Ah, Way of the Wanderer is a gift. We're finishing that out. 16 damage per shot. My Karpov fires a lot faster and does 11.4. I mean, I'll hold on to this, but I don't think it'll ever get used. Yeah, standard Kinjal. We don't need the light darts. We're carrying 1,000 light darts. No, we're not. Well, we were. Now we still are. They're just 1,000 of them instead of 1,000 and like 40. All right, we got all those, all those. We will take this up here to the land of forgotten previous level toys. Again, for those who are not around, the drops today are the following three things. I don't remember which order they come in. The first is the Observer Stairs, right there. The second is the Observer Portal or Doorway. It is an internal doorway only. And the last is internal, or Observer Window, which is a weird window in that only the edges are actually window. Middle is solid. Trippy. And we want to reactivate the salvager for a second. We have to turn off garment fab. Turn on the recycler. Oh, it was already on. Never mind. And the standard Kinjal. Yay! Microflora fiber. We need like next tier armor. That is everything. It is everything. Ah, the 5th trial of Akal. All the way over there. So what we're gonna do. We did get some intel. I don't think we need like a ray, something ray or a ray something that we're missing to make the tier 3. Cut array. A ray amplifier. We only have 4. We need 5. Don't remember where I got those. We want the pentashield set. Yay! Pentashields. What, 24 left? 14 left. 14. We're going to need the vehicle fab. And that can probably wait. We don't need that immediately. And we just got another of the Emperor's thingies, right? Oh, the Oathbreaker head wrap. That one looked pretty cool. Kind of liked the way that one. It looks like it looks, if I could say that, if that's a thing. It's heavy armor, though. I generally use, speaking of which, someone has asked, what armor am I using? Currently, this is the Slaver still suit without the helmet visual turned on. For armor, I still have the Karab. I need more of the microfibers to make the Slaver tier of armor. Light armor. I normally use light armor. I prefer it. It has more protection against blades. And I find the blades are the things that are most likely to kill me. But that's a personal taste thing, I think. 3,200, so... that can go there. That can go there. Drop off the cash monies, yeah. We're going to go over 50,000 credits. Dun, dun, dun. That one's full, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is the Tier 3 still suit. It's actually not bad looking. If we go to customization, doesn't really look much like a still suit, but I think it's pretty nice looking. But you can also dye it or replace it with one of the other skins that you have for still suits. But I like this, so we'll stick with this. Well, we could change the color. The Chom swatch. The Maula swatch. Sunset dye. Yeah, I kind of like that one. We're going to go with that one. So we'll put that on the other two pieces as well. There we go. The swatch system isn't bad. I've seen it in a couple other games. Generally, I prefer individual dye channels you can change, but what's a guy to do? All right, what did I want to do next? Oh, yes. The hidden test. Pretty sure that is the 5th trial of Akal, but I want to make sure that I'm not wasting my time by going to the wrong one, so bear with me for just a second. I clicked on the wrong thing. Clicked on the right thing that time. Second time. I'm smarter than I look, but I'd kind of have to be, wouldn't I? Yeah. That's not it. Not it. Isn't it? Almost there. Holy crap, it's all the way at the top. It's even further up than that. Oh my god. My apologies, guys. We've been spamming this channel way more than I thought. There it is. Apologies. I just want to make sure I'm going to the right place. Hide all. Trials of Akal. That is the 5th trial. All right, I'm back. So that's where we want to go. But while we're down there, we're going to want to farm up some cobalt. Sandakat armor? I do not think I have seen that one yet. Is that from out in the deep desert? So I do not yet have a buggy. So we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Also don't have the tier 3 cutter yet. Cutter ray. So where we want to go is there. But the way you get there Well, it's probably... I don't remember. I've done the trials on one other character. I don't remember specifically which one the 5th trial is. And as much as I would like to grab the carbon, what we're going down for is the 5th trial and also some cobalt. This is some of the Harkonnen tile sets. That's a Harkonnen outpost here in the Haga Basin. There's also an Atreides one. Harkonnen one's easy to get to. Atreides one, not so much. Jeez. Sometimes on the downhill slope, it's like you're drifting. Like it doesn't realize you're pressing any buttons. Well, we can always just do this. It's not entirely accurate, but, you know, it's fast. Gets you where you're going. Doesn't damage your vehicle or yourself, as far as I can tell. And people have checked, and I don't think it damages your vehicle or yourself. It is, however, unaesthetic, so I'm not a big fan of doing it. But in this particular case, yes, I missed the easy entrance. So we'll take the slightly more cinematic entrance instead. So we'll finish the 5th trial, and then we'll see if we can get ourselves some erythrite ore to turn into... Oops. Looks like it's up above. It's not showing up yet, though. Well, what I can do is put away this, turn on the shields, bust out the sniper rifle, reload, and kill these poor people. Did I not? I didn't empty out my blood sacks. I can't drain them of blood. It just feels like a waste. Oh, heavy darts. I'll take those. Oh, that's the gun parts done. And they should have the standard... Oh, we'll take the erythrite, because that's our secondary goal here. It's erythrite. And there is the Trial of Akal. It does show up on the compass. Once you get the full suspensor belt, going up is a lot easier. You don't have to do the climbing bit. You basically just launch yourself and then enable the suspensor belt. Oh, that's not great. Not happy with the overhang. An overhang, not great for using the grappling hook. I want one of these tanks. I'm sure sooner or later they're coming in to the game. But I want one of the tanks. And you can't even salvage them. Which I consider to be grossly unfair. Not sure whom I talked to about this. I apparently am well below the level I need to be. Let's see. When you're heading up, the key is to find level spots where you can rest and re-get your stamina. like that. Preferably not under overhangs. 190 meters. Right, the question is there a better way for me to get up there? Maybe over there? If Warp's still here, congratulations, you get to watch me spend another 10 minutes being the worst computer game player in the world as I try to ascend. No, that's not great. I came down too far. Oh boy. Oh boy, how about over there? That might be the place. Wait. We're close now. We made it. Yay! It's still higher. The fuck? I'm really not good at this game. Is it a lot higher? Maybe wow. Okay. Best way to get to the higher tiers. Interesting question. I don't actually know off the top of my head. Maybe some of these intermediate tiers will lead us there. That might. Okay. Let's back out. The sand bike, which is a trike. I know, I keep pointing it out. It just kind of bugs me, that's all. So I probably shouldn't have just driven off the edge and plummeted in. That might have been not entirely optimal. I think. Occasionally. It's painful, but I do occasionally think. You can run up here and then reach the next tier. Whoops! That was either a spice blow or a ship crash, I think. Spice blow, if I had to guess. I read someone say they didn't hear that big kaboom. It's one of those two, and I always thought it was just a spice blow. But I could be wrong. All right, now we're back at basin standard up above to where we can get sun and storm and all that fun stuff. You'll note I came here for two things, and I have 0 luck so far. I mean, I have like 3 erythrite that I looted. It's higher up? Are you smoking cracks? I honestly did not have any memory of it being like that high up in Haga Rift. And I guess it's not actually in the Haga Rift, it's like Haga Rift adjacent. Find a place where we can go up and not bake to death in the stupid sun. That might be it. I'll try that. Uh-huh.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Yeah, of course that is. Where's it coming from? Drink my saved saliva and spit. I am in a sheltered location right now, or a covered location, I guess. Where is it coming from? Is it on the map yet? Yeah, yes it is. It's 6,000 meters away, so it is just a little bit off west, a little bit north of west. So this is going to be uncovered, I expect. Wish we could, like, oh, I don't know, mouse over the icons. That's unsheltered. Okay, the previous one was sheltered. We're sheltered again. We're
Sector weather
enclosed.
alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
When the sandstorms come, get the hell out of Dodge. All right, I'm fully hydrated, and we are enclosed. I think it's unenclosed, enclosed, sheltered, watertight. Basically water safe, dew tight, something like that. So, the storm is about 2,200 meters away. Coming, looks like it's going to come in just a little bit south of us, but I am sheltered. I should not take damage.
Sector weather alert.
Now,
A
here's the
large
thing.
sandstorm is approaching.
Shields are supposed to stop fast-moving objects like bullets. Why wouldn't they stop the fast-moving sand from a sandstorm? I have questions. Storm's here. There it is. Now, granted, the air can get stale if you have a shield on, because the air molecules are less likely to move back and forth. In fact, I think you could probably suffocate if you had a shield up enough time. But you would just have to drop it for a second and turn it back on to get fresh air. But I just don't understand why it doesn't stop. Shields stop sandstorms. I mean, they're described as being able to basically, blast this flesh off of bones and then turn the bones to dust. That sand is moving at a pretty high velocity. And it's also a very big storm. And it's almost passed. We're almost there. See anyone doesn't mean they're not there. I could carry binoculars, but why? Where is the fifth trial of Ackle? Why is it no longer showing? Me? It's behind me. I am alrighty. A little bit pooky in the stomach, but old man's gastrointestinal system is always cranky. Just like the old man's always cranky. is right in front of me. Entrance is down below. Well, first thing we do, we scan. Doesn't appear to be anyone down there. But you know, you want to check around, see if there's any piles of loot or goodies about. Another quick scan. Doesn't look like anybody. You know, just checking. There's a box or something down there. Goodies. I never say no to goodies. It's just not in my nature. I think we're going to be tripping balls. Here we go. Oh, look. It's don't do drugs, kids. It smells like cinnamon, so we're doing the Arrakis Cinnamon Challenge. I'm fine. I can handle my spice really well. Oh, man. I knew I shouldn't have done those tequila shooters. I don't remember what I have to do in this one. I've only done this one once. Ibn Kirtaiba.
Who is the creator?
Bilal Kaifa?
Ibn Kirtaiba.
Ibn Kirtaiba? Sure.
May his passing cleanse the world.
Just like the little miniature jumping puzzle. You did this one today? I think this is like the little mini jumping puzzle.
Of fruit and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Their works have been over. Shai Hulud cleanses Arrakis, creates the air we breathe, the soft sand where we pitch.
So even if I'm misremembering, it'll come to me. I have done it once before.
We grew soft on poetry, an easy planet, and God brought the weight of kindness to prepare us for the typhoon that comes.
I'll probably die here a few times as I try to remember. I think this is basically a jumping puzzle. Big Daddy! Worm is the word. As a longtime Guild Wars 2 player, I'm pretty okay. Well, I'm okay at jumping puzzles. I don't think we can go there. I think we have to go over there. think. If my memory serves. Can we use the little stepping stones? I don't know. We can. Sort of. We sort of can. We almost can. Close enough. It didn't set me back. It's possible I may not have played that correctly. I think up here. But you don't have to worry about stamina, at least. That's nice. Yeah, I should be fine from here. Whee! Big Daddy.
The world is a carcass. Who can turn away the angel of death? Our footsteps are as the drums of the slavers,
That's right.
calling
This
Shai
is the quest that
upon
unlocks the
our
thumper, right?
enemies.
Invalid position. How about if we drop it right next to the vehicle?
Men must learn to live with their gods. Who can deny a friend the right to walk or ride where he wills? Only Shai Hulud, the Maker.
I don't like that I can't see where I'm going. Big Daddy had dinner. I don't know why it continues to give us the option of placing it again.
Who is the creator? The Maker. May his passing cleanse the world. Remember.
Yay!
Origin.
No death this time. I was right. This was the jumping puzzle one.
Ibn Kirtaiba.
I tell you, for a guy who has
is the
completed
creator?
Chalice of Tears, jumping puzzles are always doable. The Maker may his passing cleanse the world.
The Maker, may his passing cleanse the world. Remember Poritrin.
Bila Kaifa.
Bila Kaifa.
I will awaken. But I cannot be placed at this angle. Do not place me at this angle. Still, I can't be placed at that angle. Alright, and this, I believe, unlocks the thumper for us. I don't think we need the thumper for a long time. Although I suppose, I mean, I know there's an achieve for it, so I'll probably make one and drop it outside of my house and then sit back and enjoy the show. Pardon the yawn. It's not you, it's me. I'm old and I'm yappy. When I talk a lot, I yawn a lot. I need to breathe more in and out, you know. All right. The 6th trial of Ackle awaits. Journey complete. The 5th. Turn our shield on just in case. Get out our sword just in case. I suppose this will have, no. Worth checking. Oh, that was not appropriate for my actions. My actions should not have allowed that to happen. Just want to be clear about that. Okay, that time, sort of, yes, that was my fault. Why am I having so much trouble with these lately? I'm going to blame you guys. I mean, it's not your fault. Not your responsibility. But it's not my nature to accept responsibility or fault for anything, so it must be you. I'm sure you understand completely. Well... that actually is copper. I did not expect copper. I mean, I know the little chunk of rock said copper, but I just didn't think it would be copper. Big pit in the ground. I would like to avoid the pit. Well, we can grab some actuators. And some unwanted scrap metal. But the actuators have a use. Well, the scrap metal has a use too. It's just really easy to get. Break it out? No, not yet. Scrap metal. Go away. Alright, we are 5 trials of Akal down. We'll go for the armor plating. Perhaps this time I've got enough space in my bloody inventory. Yay, armor plating. You're in the way. And once again, we will drop. That was a lot of scrap metal. And that is carbon, which we will take, definitely. Be careful. It's really easy to not see the actual Haga basin when it's right in front of you sometimes, and plummet all the way back down. Again, the armor plating, worth it. Oh wait, am I getting armor plating? Nothing but salvaged metal. Oh, there was armor plating there. Yes, it was. There was someone that did a list, pictorial list, an infographic of where to find a lot of the mats, and they left out ornithopters in their discussion of where to get Ultimate actuators, and these are, I think, far and away the easiest way of getting hold of that. There's plenty of ornithopters around out here by the Harkonnen base. It's called Rift Watch, I think. And again, guess what we're dropping? Yep, salvage. Full stop. More carbon. We need it. Carbon and iron makes steel. Carbon steel, obviously. I think we got enough actuators for this go. I won't be picking up any more. Carbon I stumble over though. That's substrate heavy, I think. No, it's not. See? Plenty of crashed ornithopters about. So we managed to knock out a couple of things I wanted to knock out today. Good amount of carbon. Cobalt, because I was under the mistaken impression that we were actually going down into the rift rather than on the far side of the rift. Whoop, Big Daddy! Look at him! I mean, he's always popping up. He's really not as shy as CJ. Mostly he's just a loon. Honey, I'm home. What do we got? Everything went in except the slaver heavy pants, which I have no interest in wearing or using, so those will get deconstructed for good ease. You're still on. Hey, slaver. It's going to give me blast steel microfluorofibers. I like that. I need like now 18 more or something to make my next tier of armor. I got everything. Yes, we still have 1,000 light, 200 heavy. We've got blood, lots of blood. Let's make some more iron. We don't have much iron. Let's make some more steel. That's a good idea. We'll make more steel. Burn through and say another 100. Do I not have enough 100? Says my max is... it's 69. Please feel free to say nice. Go right ahead. Why? Only 69. Oh, okay. It's 4 carbon per. Got it. We should now have. Not sure if it'll be enough. Let's see. We're going to have. We have 18,000 milliliters. That's going to give us 7,200 milliliters. So yeah, it's not. We don't quite have enough room for all of it, but we can take a couple of drops of water out. And now might fill it up. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Everything else here is in order. Good. Did I miss anything in the way of journeys? I don't think so. The 6th trial. A lonely canyon somewhere in the northeastern reaches. Oh, that's right. That's all the way in the far northeast corner of the map. Ah, yeah. I should have grabbed it after grabbing the 5th, because the 5th is here and the 6th is like up here. Might be closer from Pinnacle Station, which is there. What else is up here? Approach the Stone Sentinel. Enter the Sandfly Base. Imperial Testing Station number 29. Also, when we get over here to Jabal Afrit al-Sharq, we can do fire off another probe. That'll give us some XP and uncover this whole map area. Join a house. I already chose a side. I already chose a side. I guess he wants me to complete this contract. Ask me to aid the Harkonnen cause by helping him covertly neutralize test of treachery. Contact test of treachery worth. Where's that one? Located. Test of treachery. Can't see the direction in the map. Remember, I have to do for that one. What do I have to do for that? Good question. What do I have to do for that one? Complete the contract test of treachery. By helping him covertly. Do I just have to talk to Anton? That should be easy to figure out. No, I don't think that's all I have to do. I think he needed me to get something, but I don't remember what it was. Well, it won't take but a minute to run up there and find out if that's all I have to do. No? So we'll spend the minute. Time is on my side. I think there was something else he wanted me to do. Right? I don't think I have what I need to.
I'm pleased to see you again.
Tell me about yourself.
I am of House Atreides. There is no call I do not answer. There is no faith that I betray. My roots stretch back to the ancient mythologies of Earth.
The tangible present concerns me more than the shadows
Aye,
of the past.
ancient stories go down sweeter than the bitter present. Look over at my counterpart, Maxim. That vulgar, avaricious addict. Squatting like a scheming toad. I aspire to be everything that he is not.
Successful?
Any other questions?
No.
Then I have work to do. Duke Leto, ours is a noble house.
Pardon me,
Then
I'm just-
perhaps you are... The Harkonnens have... The Samuda addicted freak.
You look ready for bigger and better things.
Ready to be in the place.
I desire for our fortunes to rise together. Excellent. Anton's honor is an exposed nerve. I also had a local
Forged
pickpocket,
stuff.
Filch. The killer
That's
hired to deliver the document bumped up the price.
Vermin.
Test of
Here
treachery.
is the contract. Bring.
That's still the one I've got chosen. Yes, it is. That's not it. The quest tracking in the game is genuinely awful. Then the UI as a whole is crap. Put out its eyes. Travel to the Hand of Kadir. Burial testing station. Scout the approach. Tormented soul. The missing piece. That's the first for the quest for the Bene Gesserit. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go for this. Absolutely fuck all idea. There's a show on a compass. No, and it should. Test of treachery. I have no freaking clue. Well, I will try now to get back at the people who ran me off earlier because I couldn't kill any of them because my weapons stopped working. I'm going to kill them this time for sure. I'm going to kill them dead. I've got 3 of them. Got one of them. That's 2 down. Do you know I can poison your shoulder and you'll still die from it? Like I said, they thought they were clever. By making my game stop working, I think I was cleverer. I just waited and came back and drained their blood and stole their goods. And money. Money was there too. I like money. I'm not going to say I don't like money. It's a tool, like any tool. It can be used or abused. Don't need more light darts. We're carrying 1,000 of them. That's probably enough. Bonk. Home, sweet home. So one last time, I will show what the drops are, if you haven't gotten them. You might want to pop over to another Dune streamer. These are the 3 of them. It's the window, the observer window, which you can see through the outer sides of the window, not the middle of. There's the doorway here, which is an internal doorway only, not useful for keeping out strangers or wind, and the stairway. Those are the 3 new bits and pieces, and I'm going to call it here, I think, for the evening. I'll put away my stuff. And I'm going to call it an evening. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. As always, I appreciate it very much. I expect I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, although I might take a day in the next couple. Not sure when. Again, thank you very much for hanging out. I hope the rest of your Thursday or possibly Friday morning goes great. Like I said, I'm back tomorrow. Hopefully you see me soon. Have a great rest of your day, and